Hey everybody, how you doing? Chris Kepics here from chriskepics.com. Welcome to my YouTube page. Now it's the middle of the night. Well, it's actually really early in the morning, super early. And have a little bit of trouble sleeping tonight, so I thought I'd make a little video for you. I better get out of this darkness. I know it's probably pitch black, you can hardly see me. But what I'm going to do is hunting season is coming up here in Virginia. I'm very excited about it. And I just want to show you around some of the things I'm going to be working on, show you some of my hunting gear, and talk a little bit about hunting season. Now it's still August, and technically hunting season doesn't really begin for like another month. Small game starts next month, and then deer is like after that. But anyway, just want to show you around. Here's our garage. This is where I keep most of my hunting stuff. Let's see, where's the light at? I should have found this before I got started here. You never have enough light, right? Hang on, let me just plug this in real quick. Okay. Yeah, so this is my little hunting workbench, if you will. Got all my hunting supplies in here. I got my knife, my binoculars, all my different kinds of deer pee and scent markers. I got a pulley in there to carry heavy deer, a couple of walkie-talkies, a couple of compasses there, and these are my arrows. So this year, last year I used crossbow for the first time. I'm going to use crossbow again this year, and I'm hoping, boy, that's a loud cricket out here, isn't it? You hear him? What an audience. But I'm hoping to get a regular compound bow this year. I'm doing a little research now and trying to decide which would be the best one. And it'll be my first year using a compound bow. I haven't shot one of them since like high school, so hopefully I'll do well with that. But let me show you what I got. Let me show you what I'm working with. Here, this is my my crossbow that I got my first deer with last year. Let me set this up here for you. Let me make sure I'm zoomed all the way out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this is my crossbow. I think this is made by a company called 10 Point or something like that. Yeah. And this is the 10 Point Phantom CLS crossbow. Actually, maybe if I set this here, I can show you it. It's not really getting in an angle. Okay, there we go. Alright, so this is it here. The nice case that it's in. And this is it. I don't know how much of it you can see in the shot, but very powerful. Very powerful. It's something like, I think it's like 343 feet per second. That's how fast the arrow travels. Has a built-in scope. Has all kinds of safety features on here so you can't accidentally, it won't accidentally go off. Has a nice sling for you to carry it over your shoulder while you're walking. And it has this unique AccuDraw system which helps you crank the bow back and load your arrow and shoot it. Let me look. Boom, there you go, right there. That's the last thing an animal sees. Actually, if you're hunting the right way, he doesn't even see that. Right? He's just sitting there chewing on some grass, and next thing you know, he's feeling a sharp pain in his heart or lung. Anyway, let me show you a little bit else. Last year I also got my first raccoon, and this is his skull. I had to boil that in some water and cleaned it. That was a lot of work, actually. What was even more work was preparing his hide. This is from last season. As stiff as a board, I know. Haha. But this is the look of horror, isn't it? This is the raccoon I got last year. And I really don't have much of an idea, aside from what I read in a couple of books, on what I'm doing as far as skinning these and everything. But I skinned him, you know, I got all the details and stuff in his face. It was like really hard to get around every little crack and corner and crevice. But I did an okay job for a guy who really has no idea what he's doing. But that's the raccoon I got last year. And he's just been hanging in the garage ever since. Let's see, what else can I show you? Oh, also for hunting small game like squirrel and prairie dog and any little thing that comes up like that, I got my air rifle. Let me get that down. It's up in the rafters here. Oh. Okay. Yeah, this is my Gammo Sport Hunter. I think that's the model of it. Whatever. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, there it is. This is a pretty powerful air rifle. I forget the actual feet per second on this, but I think it's like 1,200 feet per second. It's got a real nice scope. I don't know if you can probably really can't see through there, can you? Yeah, a little bit. I guess you can, huh? Anyway, yeah, it's very powerful. You don't need to pump it or anything. It's one of these high-quality single-cock Gammo air rifles. I got plenty of squirrels with this last year and a couple of rabbits. And this is just a lot simpler. If you're just starting out and you're just starting hunting, I would strongly recommend you just go out and buy an air rifle. They're a lot cheaper than regular rifles. You don't need any sort of permit or registration for an air rifle, and they're very effective if you get a powerful enough one. You can teach yourself how to line up the scopes and the sights and all that. So anyway, that's my weapon of choice there. Number one for big game, deer, boar, whatever it is I might be hunting. I actually seen on YouTube, there's a video of a guy, I think, shooting with a crossbow who shot an elephant with one of these. Killed him. One shot, boom, gone, down, dead. But of course, I would never shoot an elephant because elephants are just too cool. And they're always on and off of the endangered species list. So I have no desire to kill an elephant. I'll stick to deer and boar and bear and simple things, elk, moose, whatever. And of course, squirrel, groundhog, prairie dog, chipmunk, any sort of varmint, any sort of pest, rats, crows. That'll pretty much dispatch all of them. I must have some other... Oh, and here's my gear, my camo gear that I wear when I go out in the field. It's all hanging up neatly over there. I got a pair of pants, I got a shirt, a safety vest, and an outer jacket there. It could be a bit heavier for the really cold winter months, but I usually do my hunting early in the season, but that's just because I don't have heavy-duty hunting gear. Let's see, what else? Oh, I got one of these. This is really something you should invest in if you're a hunter. If you're new to the world of hunting, go get yourself one of these handheld GPS devices. I have two of those actually. My nicer one is in my vehicle, but it's great because if you get lost. Oh, those are some of my targets that I use for my air rifle. See, I got a pretty tight grouping of shots. And this orange thing here. Let me show you how this works. I got like 2 minutes left on this video. This is just so you can set your gun in here. I'm not going to take it apart, but you can line up your sights. It's very valuable for that. You can that'll actually work with your crossbow or your air rifle. Now I tell you, there's a little bit of controversy about crossbow hunting. A lot of people say that that it's not sportsmanlike to hunt with a crossbow. A lot of people say that's not true. I happen to agree with the fact that it's good for people who are just getting into hunting, especially if you're just getting into archery. You're making that transition from rifle to crossbow to bow and arrow. This is a great stepping stone right here. It's very accurate. The only bad thing I've noticed about the crossbow is that it takes forever to reload. Not forever, but I mean it literally takes just a couple of seconds to shoot another arrow with a compound bow. But with a crossbow, it can take up to 2-3 minutes because you got to crank it and everything. But this in Virginia, in the state of Virginia, it is legal to use a crossbow. You have to get a special permit during hunting season. You got to get a regular hunting license. You got to get a big game hunting license, and then you got to get either a crossbow or an archery license. You get an archery license if you're using like a compound bow or anything other than a crossbow. If you're using a crossbow, you need a crossbow license. But it used to just be you had to be either elderly or handicapped to use one of those. But there's a lot of controversy about it. I think that the crossbow is a great thing, especially for somebody who's just entering into the world of hunting, which is like me. This is only my second season. Oh, before I run out of time, Yeah, that's my tree climbing thing. All right, I got to end it now. My 10 minutes are up. Thanks for watching.